Hi, everyone.
Hey,
I'm Alicia,
and I'm Meredith.
and this is It's About the Pasta, a Vanderpump Rules podcast, season 5, episode 6, Gay Pride, baby.
I was so sad at where we
I
are
know.
in life.
Well, we'll get to it. Don't be sad yet. We'll be
I
sad
know,
later.
we love the gay pride episodes. So I was so sad that we didn't
We
get a
have to be sad
premiere.
later. Let's start
Yeah,
on a high note.
true.
Before we get into it, check us out on the A&M Podcast Network. We have this podcast. We have Summer is Fun, a Summer House podcast, which includes Winter House and Martha's Vineyard.
Hmm.
And we have One Season Wonders. Please be sure to rate, review, subscribe, follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Vanderpasta for both, and join our Patreon, patreon.com/Vanderpasta. Let me tell you what you can get. For $1 a month, you get access to all of our fun free shows where Meredith and I, and sometimes Sarah, talk about whatever the hell we want because it's our show. And also you get access to any episodes we record early, including this one. For $2 a month, you get access to everything I just mentioned. Plus, when we go back and watch old seasons, such as this one, we will do an after show where we can watch or we can talk about any Bravo news that we want to discuss. So we don't give away any spoilers on the podcast. And also we'll say your name on the podcast. So thank you to God damn it. I had it all pulled up and now it's gonna load. Okay. Thank you to Chris, Darby, Dee, Dustin, Gabriella, Jackie, Jamie, Kirsten, Casey, Kelsey, Lauren, Sarah, Cameron, Tierney, Tonette, Tracy, Emily, Gina, Isabella, Jennifer H, Jennifer T, Jesse, Leanne, Rebecca, Rio, Robin, Sarah, Taylor, and Tiffany.
Woohoo!
Nice. And then for $5 a month, you get access to everything I just mentioned. Plus, when we do live shows, which the live shows will start eventually with Winter House, and then from there it'll never end.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'll ask for your questions, thoughts, opinions, concerns, whatever, and we'll read them on the podcast. Also, we'll pick a patron of the episode. So, God, no one's participating because, like, obviously,
And we took a break there, so
we
I
took a
don't know
big
if we're
break.
fully
I
back.
went on a trip. I refused to record. So you know who I'm gonna pick?
Who?
The one person we've always been able to count on. It's Jackie. When in doubt, I picked
Jackie,
Jackie. She's
the
just always
Jackie of the
been here.
episode.
The Jackie of the episode. She's always been here for us. And
I
so I just want to give her a
know.
shout out.
I mean, it's been 3 years, so it's basically her anniversary. It's a little
Wow.
past, but yeah,
Wow, Jackie, 3 years.
I think so.
Congrats to
I think in
you.
2020.
Have we been worth it?
Please don't answer if it's
Think about
bad.
it. Okay, let's get into the episode.
Let's do it.
So previously on Vanderpump Rules, James got fired. Ariana doesn't want to get married. Everyone says Lala's dating a married man, but she's denying that.
Mm-hmm.
And that was basically the whole recap.
Yeah,
So now we go to Sir. We have a meeting before Gay Pride.
we
Jax is
haven't
like,
had many meetings at Sir in a while.
no, I missed the meetings. I
I
missed
know
the
they
staff
were really
meetings.
chaotic season one.
They were awesome. This one's a little chaotic. Jax reminisces how at Pride last year he dropped a whole bottle of Patron into the ice and it shattered. Um, so we're working on a party type of atmosphere, but all the servers should note that they are still working, even if it's a party.
It would be fun to work an event like this.
Oh, it'd be so fun. Because you can drink along, you can have a good
Yeah.
time, you're still working, you're getting paid to like
And
party.
as a server, nobody's really sitting down having dinner. You're just passing drinks out. So
Yeah.
your workload is a lot lighter.
Yeah, agreed. Jax confirms that James is not allowed. And Jax just makes little bitchy comments and Lisa calls him out on it.
It would actually make me feel good being James to know Jax cares about me this much.
So much. I know it's obnoxious.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
And then we see the leotard that Ariana has to wear. She's like,
I could never.
that was so tiny, but she puts it on and she looks hot. And Jax is like, damn, if I could do it all again, I'd hook up with Ariana instead of Kristen. And then he goes, just kidding. I would never do that to Tom again. That was wild. And then he can't stop
Oh
talking
my
about
God.
how hot Ariana is. He's like, she's really attractive.
I mean, she is one of the most underrated women on this show because she doesn't
Agreed.
sit there and flaunt it or really. and it's okay to flaunt it, like, but I think she just flies under the radar for a lot of people because the other girls
Yeah.
are much more front and center in this show. But Ariana's hot.
Ariana's super hot. I have a big crush on her.
Although I dislike her part, the way she parts her hair, like lately, it's very jagged and it always drives me crazy.
She has a jagged part, but she's hot. I mean, this might just be me, but I don't love Jax commenting about it
On
because
her.
it's something creepy. It just seems
That's
creepy.
true. And he has like slept with one of Tom's girlfriends before.
And he has his own girlfriends. Just
that's
shut
where
up.
I find it weird.
You can check out other people in a relationship, but when you talk about them for like
a
5
while
minutes straight,
and in an interview thing, I think it's more normal. Like, one thing I actually really like is when like couples are really secure with themselves, being like,
Yeah.
oh, like we can comment and talk about how hot someone is, just like objectively.
like if Jax looked at Brittany and was like, damn, she looks hot, and Brittany was like, I know.
Yes, like in that moment, like being like, damn, like that looks good on you, like, whoa, like
but Jax went
having a
home and
reaction in the
thought about
moment.
it.
Yeah, I mean, granted, he's being asked about it, but yeah, you're right. It is really weird.
It's weird. Like he just doesn't stop. He's
I
like,
always forget what's in an interview and what's not, and I just take their like comments in what the segment we're seeing. But yeah, you're right. It is.
it would have been
is
fine if
coming
he's
off
like,
creepy.
yeah, Ariana's hot. Good for I think she's hotter than
that's it.
Kristen. But instead he's like,
He
oh
keeps going
man, if
on
I
about
could
it.
redo it, I would hook up with Ariana over Kristen.
Which-
she's hot.
It wasn't even the situation at the moment. It's not like Kristen and you were hanging out with Kristen and Ariana and you chose Kristen.
That's true because Kristen's not working at SUR because she's also fired because she's a detriment to this establishment.
Yeah. Like, okay, you'd rather wait a few years. And so when you're in a relationship again, you'd rather screw over your best friend in this version of life rather than the previous one you did. Okay,
of course. Cool. So Lisa tells Lala to try something on, and Lala's like, I can't because I don't have underwear on. And the girls are disgusted. Katie, she basically could have said that she just killed Katie's whole family. That's how upset Katie is.
The way Katie's like, you just don't have to tell anyone. Well, she kind of does because like Lisa's asking her to try something on. That would gross me out more if like she said it while she's in the outfit.
Also, like Katie's never been commando. Come on.
I'm not a big commando girly, personally, but like good on you if you can. It feels weird to me. Like I'm so used to something.
I went through a college phase where I went commando everywhere.
Right.
Yeah, in jeans too. Jeans was gross.
And Lala in the dress, especially, that would really weird me out.
Did you do
dresses?
Dress.
No,
yeah.
her dress was not that long.
Yeah.
I guess
it was like mid. It was like mid.
It was not a midi.
Yeah.
No,
not a midi. It came down to like her knees.
Like for Lala, it's long, but no, I could never in a dress.
I thought it was fine.
It took me years to not wear shorts underneath it because I wore shorts every day underneath a skirt and for high school and grade school.
No.
I think that's what it is for me. I got so comfortable.
Commando under. There are certain dresses like a flowy dress you shouldn't go commando because the likelihood of that going up. But Lala's wearing a tight little number. She can get away with it. Commando.
I can't.
I don't go commando anymore unless it's workout clothes. But yeah. But I used to, man, in college, I was super commando.
I love that for you.
Disgusting, but So now let's get to work. So Sandoval then tells Jax that Ariana has this photo shoot coming up for a cocktail book she's doing. And Jax is like, I can't believe she's doing one and you're not. And Sandoval's like, that's what I said. Like, maybe we could do it together. And then Sandoval has this quote in his interview that I got verbatim just so we see what an asswipe he is. He says, with Ariana, bartending has always been just a job to her. But with me, it's my passion. So if you want to make a cocktail book with a bartender from SUR, wouldn't you want to work with the best?
My question is, then why didn't this person go to you? Like, clearly there was something in Ariana they wanted, or they would have just gone to you.
Let's start with that. So shut the fuck up. 2, how do you know that bartending is just a job for Ariana? You can make a job and a passion.
But even is like, okay, I do believe like he is more passionate about it than she is. Like, it is a job to her and she doesn't take it she doesn't take it as it's like the end all be all thing. He goes a little extra with everything he does. So I get what he's kind of saying, But why does that disqualify her from ever making money off of it in multiple ways?
Yeah, she's been doing it for a long time. She should get cash for it.
If just because I've never written a book in my life doesn't mean I'm never allowed to do something new and fresh.
Well, yeah, and then he says if you wanted to make a cocktail book with a bartender from Sir, wouldn't you want to work with the best? It's like shade your girlfriend a little harder, please.
Yeah, so we should go work with Jax Taylor.
Like you're just so fucking rude.
And you're so like you're declaring yourself as the best. I don't believe that you're the best at the entire restaurant of Sir.
It's just rude to be like, my girlfriend's not the best. I am.
I would be pissed
would be
if
too.
my boyfriend roasted me in interviews like this.
You're like, if you want to do a cocktail book, do a different one. Why must you be on this one?
That's what I was thinking.
Why
is
must
why do you
I
have
give
to
up my highlight?
Yeah,
to
or like
make you
make space for you in my book. Why can't we both just do books?
Yeah.
I feel like there's plenty of room for celebrities to be a part of books. Like people eat that
Okay.
shit up. I'm not interested in like celebrity books personally, but people eat that shit up. So like I bet the Vanderpump cast or like all of us listeners would buy 2 books if we could versus just having one. So why not double dip and like put 2 out there?
Try the different. She could do like fun and fruity, and you can do like dark and stormy, and like it makes no sense as to why Ariana would have to give up her dream to include him when
to make him feel better.
Also, was this his dream until Ariana like said so? Like Ariana came home and was like, "I'm doing a cocktail book," and he was like, "Oh, that's my new dream. I just came up with like."
It reminds me of Siesta Key, where like the bathing suit thing happened. But like I understood that a little bit more because one person like in this instance was like, "Oh, I've been wanting to do this forever," and vocal about it, and then somebody else just randomly started one.
Yeah.
It would if Sandoval has been sitting there at home being like, God, I really want to make a cocktail book line, has put together a presentation, people didn't take him seriously, and then this random writer showed up and Ariana like got randomly attached to this person. That I would understand why he's pissed off, but that does not seem the case. This does not seem like a lifelong dream.
No, it seems like it became his dream when it became
when
Ariana could do it. Yeah. Yes. God, I hate him. Okay. So then Sandoval, so Sheena comes over and Sandoval's like, "Hey, Sheena, Jax, I think Ariana and I are gonna go have lunch with Lala's boyfriend." And Sheena's like, "Oh my God, did you hear how his wife found out about Lala?"
Oh my God.
And tells him. And then Jax is like, "Yeah, like the Range Rover. That she's a sugar baby." And then Sandoval's like, "The Range Rover is not even a thing because they give away cars." I can't explain that. I was literally like, "What?"
It gave me so much joy for Sandoval to sit in that chair and not even be able to explain how cars get given away. I mean, that like is a thing. You could like win a car, but that's not what's happening here. I think everybody would know.
He was trying to protect Lala, but like he did.
That's not the way. And here's my thing with Sandoval is if you're gonna do it, like you got to go full confidence in it. The way he stutters,
yep.
I would want to rip this man apart.
It's
like
bad.
And like just
He's
make fun of him. Yeah, like you're not helping her case at all by coming with a stupid reason she could have gotten that car.
And then Sheena's like, "We've heard so many different stories of how she got the Range Rover. First she leased it, then her mom leased it, then this guy leased it for her, and then blah blah blah." I was like, who cares? She has it. I don't know why I don't care.
The jealousy over this car. It is my like a Range Rover is my dream car, but I find it also stupid. Yes, I feel like I've grown up with this on TV that it's like a status symbol in my mind that like I understand the like desire for a Range Rover, but I also like responsibly as a real adult know how stupid that car is.
Yeah, you want a Range Rover?
I don't think I would ever buy one, but because we like grew up with like it all over TV and that's like what the like celebrities had.
If there was an option to get a free car, you would
I would choose a Range Rover. Yeah. Okay. But I don't like you can just see how like the seething jealousy that comes out every time like Sheena talks about this car.
Also, what's the problem? She gave a good blowjob and got a Range Rover.
They're
I'll
just
never say
pissed.
will. I
They
know.
hate Lala. They want her to suffer in every single way. And so this car is a physical representation of her sucking dick for money in their mind.
Suck the dick. Okay, then Stassi's here. She asked for a table for 3. She asked Lala a table for 3 in Katie's section, and preferably a table that's inclusive for winter bodies.
I love how Lala said nothing. She just
Lala's
looked at her
just like, you said 3?
follow me.
Yeah, and then she's literally like, I'm not scared of Stassi. She's all bark and no bite.
She has some bite. I mean, Kristen has felt it.
Bite.
But
if you don't
random fights, yes. It's like you have to give her the power to bite.
Kristen only cared because she was friends with them and she lost all her friends.
Yes.
What? Stassi's gonna stopping Lala's friend?
Oh, already there.
There we are.
What is she gonna do? Except for throw these little snide remarks. It's like, all right, go sit at your table, darling.
Yep. And then we have the Workus twins walk up. And let me tell you, technically, this is not a spoiler, but we shouldn't. Technically, in the universe,
we've already done season 1 in my mind.
Well, yeah, but think of the universe, right? Yeah. This came before anything with Summer House, but we get nothing. There will be no spoilers by us just saying we know the Workus twins. The Workus circus. There's nothing bad about that. So we know them. I was so happy to see them. They cracked me up.
Well, I feel like we can say what they're from.
They're from Summer House. I already said.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they're on a new. That show hadn't started yet though on the Bravo Sphere. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So technically, the spoiler would be us being like the Workus twin. Like we'd be like, who are these 2 randos?
Yeah,
but we know them. But it gives no spoilers
because they like weren't on anything yet. I did not remember this moment when they walked in. I was like, whoa. The Workus twins.
They were Stassi clones to me. I was like, they all look the same.
Oh my god, they really are, especially with Stassi's hair being so blonde.
I immediately knew how high maintenance they were going to be. Like just the way they were here.
I miss them. We've already done season 1 of Summer House, so
it's great. We love the Workus twins.
So I would love to chat about them.
We got Ashley and Lauren, and they're towering blonde twins from New York.
Yep.
And Stassi and the twins just clicked after one fun night out. Can I ask, do you think these 3 are friends?
I think Bravo set this up.
I do not. I think these 3 maybe met. Like the twins maybe met Stassi on a night out, but I don't think they're like, because Stassi's like, and ever since we've been talking, I think
Bravo realized how easy it is to transition like a show with Vanderpump. They realize how great it is to transition a show from one show to the next and like introduce it as like, oh, it gives you credibility. Like, these are Stassi's friends. That I think Bravo set this up for them to come here and meet with Stassi, get a little FaceTime, and then they can like, I'm sure they're running previews. I'm sure Summer House was at the time about to start airing shortly after this, that like they're running previews of these people.
Yeah, but we can agree that the Workus and Stassi are not friends.
I think they maybe became friendly, but no, I don't think they were ever actually.
You don't think they were texting?
No, because in real time, like modern day, like I'm pretty sure Lauren lived in LA and I never once saw them on each other's social medias.
I don't know anything. So, but I can guarantee they're not friends.
No.
So, the girls, the twins, they are starting the summer in the Hamptons. And Stassi's like, oh my God, I used to live in New York, but it was only in the winter. And I've always wanted to go to the Hamptons. And I was like, again, I doubt Stassi has ever said, I cannot wait to go to the Hamptons.
I bet that girlie has been curious about the Hamptons.
But I don't think she's like, I've always wanted to do that. I think if it presented itself, she'd be like, fine.
And here it is presenting itself.
It's also Stassi's birthday weekend. So they're like, you guys should do a girls trip. You guys should just come up and do a whole girls trip. Like, no worries. And Stassi's like, I love that because it's my fucking birthday. Hell then like this was the most produced moment. Katie and Sheena come over with drinks and they're like, hey, we got like bellinis for you. And Stassi's like, hey, you guys, should we go to Montauk for my birthday? And Sheena's like, where the fuck is that? And the twins,
they're like
the dirtiest.
Stassi does it too. She's like, You don't know where Montauk is?
I wouldn't know what Montauk was either.
I only
say the
knew what the Hamptons were because of
Summer
Gossip
House.
Girl. No, because of Gossip
you're
Girl.
right. But we didn't know Montauk.
No, I did not
If
know
someone
Montauk.
said before Summer House, if someone was like, Meredith, let's go to Montauk,
I would have
I'd
been
be like, where the fuck is that?
Where?
But if you said the
Sure.
Hamptons, I'd be like, a beach in New York.
Yes, 100%. And even to this day, if someone was talking about Montauk and I hadn't watched Summer House, I would not know what it is. I bet.
I don't know where Montauk is because they even say it's like past the Hamptons, and I'm like,
the way they describe it, I'm like, this is exactly why Sheena has no clue what it is. Sheena's lived in like the West Coast her whole life.
Yeah, she's been in Southern California forever. And then also so uncomfortable, Lisa comes over and immediately Sheena and Katie scatter, and then Lisa's like, hey Stassi. She doesn't even say hi to she's kind of like, hey twins, and she's like, Stassi, we also have food you could order.
No, she says food to go.
Oh, food to go,
because they were eating. They had food on the
funnier.
table and they had clearly already
God.
eaten. And she goes, we have food to go too. That's even right?
Better.
Like you shouldn't be in here. And that's why Stassi goes, well, I have friends here. Like they're eating here.
How awkward and uncomfortable.
Can you imagine being the Workus twins? I mean,
they gave Lisa a dirty look. They were like, what the fuck is this bitch telling us?
Well, if this like restaurateur told my friend brought us to this restaurant, like, oh, you should have had like your food to go, basically. It's like, why are we here?
I don't know. You could just tell this whole scene was very produced by Bravo. Yes. I loved when Katie and Sheena came out and they're like, hey, we're going to Montauk on a girls trip. Wow. Oh, I've always wanted to do that.
We can really see their actor skills here.
Acting. And you bet your ass Katie also didn't know what Montauk is. She was sitting there like, fuck.
It's one of those things where you don't want to be the one to be like, what is it? But you're like, fine.
Shout out Sheena. The confidence is there. So now we're still at Sir. It's just a different time. Actually, I noticed a lot of this episode, 90% of it was at Sir, just different times.
There is a lot at Sir. You're right.
Yeah. So we have Ariana's photo shoot, and Sandoval and her brother Jeremy are here. Jeremy's gonna get some still shots. Mm-hmm. So Ariana's been working on this book with her partner Allie, and she's gonna do promotional videos for it. And she got Lisa's permission to use Sir as long as she tags Lisa's restaurants.
Works for me.
And Ariana is really excited for this, but Sandoval immediately inserts himself into what Ariana should do, like to sell the cocktails. And Ariana's like, look, I'm not a salesperson. And Sandoval's like, you know who is? It's me. I am a salesperson. And then he's like, I hope there's a woman publisher so that I can do this. And then he takes off his pants, like the most sexual harassment.
Gross.
Like it was just like, ugh.
He didn't even like look good, by the way. Like this is not exciting.
So small.
And his like little tank top, I'm like, this is gross. I don't want anything. This actually tanks the book in my mind.
If there's like a woman publisher, let me know so I can sexually fucking harass her with my pants around my ankles.
Can you please put your
she
pants
literally
on?
Was like, you're so embarrassing.
The way
Allie was like, what the
to hell? Be the center of attention in all ways. Like he wants to be a part of this book because the tension's on Ariana. He literally won't stop talking during this day because the attention is on her. Even in this planning phase, like the camera's not on, they're just setting shit up, they're just chit-chatting, and he is trying to like direct this whole thing. Shut the fuck up.
And then he's like, I don't think Ariana knows what it takes. Oh, there's nothing I love more than a man who thinks I don't know what it takes to do a job I am doing.
What's dumb is this is just like a videos to, I mean, they're going to like put them on socials too, like hype it up, they said, but like to pitch it to publishers. This is not the photography going in the book. Like, so chill out, dude.
It's crazy. The amount of ick I felt from this man.
It stressed me out, and I feel like mentally have a catalog of things that truly are deal breakers in my mind.
This is
major deal breaker.
I would have broken up with him. No joke.
I don't even think I'd be able to look at him ever again.
Well, she's not. She's horrified to begin. But so it's time to roll. And I thought it was a cute video. Ariana's just like making a drink. And
it's awkward because like the first take's always going to be kind of weird.
it's
Like she
awkward
doesn't
'cause
know if she's supposed to smile or
everyone's watching you.
Yeah.
Like it is awkward, but I thought it was a cute enough video.
Yes.
Like at the end, she did a little like smirk, and I thought it was cute. She loosened up a little.
Hell yeah.
And Sandoval immediately is like, "What if we were having more fun while doing this? Like we should just do more fun." And Ariana's like, "Listen, I know you like to be the center of attention. Stop being fucking jealous, truthfully, that you weren't approached to do this." Like Ariana even knows he thinks he's better.
This is one of those things that this is a blanket statement towards guys, and I'm gonna apologize if you don't do this, but I just need to make it a blanket statement where if I don't ask for your opinion, do not just give it when I'm doing like a something like this.
Yeah,
in all things, I don't really want your opinion.
I know what it takes. I get it. I'm not stupid, and if I am, I will ask your opinion. But I guarantee, I will say 99 out of 100 times, I do not need your opinion.
Especially on a project I'm working on. Like she has a vision of clearly what she wants. And so she's playing that out exactly how she needs. So you saying we should make it more fun. Maybe that's not her vision. She doesn't want to do that.
Yeah. But yeah, Ariana even says like she just wants the video to be about the drink, not about her. And Sandoval,
he can't fathom that, by the way.
He can't fathom that. And then he even insults the drink she made. He's like, I would have done it better. And she's like,
okay. Great. Well, when the cocktail book that needs your name on it calls, let us know.
Yeah, honestly. So we're still at Sir, but different time. It's Brittany, Sheena, and Katie. They're rolling silverware in the napkins and discussing Montauk. And they invite Brittany. And Brittany's like, I would love to go, but Ariana is doing something for her birthday. And she just invited me for the birthday weekend. It's the same weekend. So I'm going to go to that. And Sheena's like, I haven't heard anything about that. And I'm like, why would you be invited? Because Ariana's probably inviting Lala and you're a nightmare.
Well, I mean, if
I know they're best
friend had not told me about her birthday party, that would concern me enough to go call my best friend immediately. Because to me, my priorities need to be with my best friend.
Well, Sheena made other plans over her best friend's birthday.
So she should talk to her best friend and then
because she has her other best friend, Stassi.
I can't.
So whatever. Brittany's like, I already got invited somewhere. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Also, Brittany loves to play that middle where she's like, I don't even know what people are doing. I don't know. Don't yell at me.
I think she does it well, and I think she needs to continue doing it well because this group is really hard to middle for.
So then Lala walks up and she's like, hey, I heard you guys talking about the Hamptons. And Sheena's like, yeah, we're going for Stassi's birthday, but our dilemma is that Ariana's also having a birthday party. Good. And Sheena's like, or not Sheena, Lala's like, oh, you probably do both if you could fly private. Sheena's like, are you offering your jet? And Lala's like, I could find you one if you need it. And I was like, why is she offering a private jet to these?
Well, the way she's phrasing it though, too, is not like she's gonna pay for it, but like she could schedule one. Like I'm sure she knows someone who has access to one.
Wild. And then Katie's like, I've never been on a private jet, but I'll take my chances in fucking economy.
Oh my God. Katie literally like being anti-private jet. I'm like, girly, come on. You know if somebody offered
planes. It's just better for the environment.
I love sharing planes.
The middle seat is where I thrive. I care about the economy. And I will eat those pretzels happily for lunch.
Yes, I really enjoy being with the people, boots on the ground, or boots on the ground in the air.
Maskless and coughing, preferably.
Yes, I need to be in it all, in the thick of it. I just want to feel like I'm traveling if I wasn't stuck in a middle seat in economy.
If it wasn't delayed, I don't want it.
Give me a delay,
lose my luggage,
have me board the plane, get off the plane. It's not right unless you get the full experience. 3
screaming babies minimum.
Not enough time to get food.
My God, if someone listen, I get you don't want to take anything from Lala, but I'd be like, it'd be dope to fly private as long as you're not there.
I mean, just like you can be like have a cheeky moment, especially with your coworkers, over something stupid like a private jet. You don't have to hate everyone 24/7. Not everybody sucks all the time.
Don't get me wrong, I shit on celebrities that take private jets because I'm like, you're ruining the economy. But if one was offered to me, I'd be the first one on it.
Not the economy, the planet.
Oh, sorry, the environment
I'm like, kind of
is what
technically
I
they're
meant.
boosting it. They're
You know
spending
what?
money.
It's 9 p.m. I meant
You're
the
good.
environment and not the economy. Technically, you're saving the economy, so shout out to you.
We've got Taylor Swift to do that for us, so we're
So
fine
then
there.
I love her. So then Katie's like, flying private sounds like something a whore would do. And I was like, what
I
in the hell?
I'm
How'd we
so
get
over
there?
this.
How'd we get there?
Like Katie's hatred of Lala, like make it interesting at least.
That hilarious.
Like, come on, give me more, give me better.
She can't. She's 30 something years old and cannot give you
You're
better.
killing the planet with this stupid hatred.
Honestly, even if you fly economy. So now we go out to eat with Ariana and Sandoval, and Lala joins. They decide to do the hot Asian. That didn't age great.
I don't find jokes. I've never found jokes like that funny, personally. It just
Me
is
neither.
weird.
Yeah, I don't love it.
It's low hanging fruit, and I feel like
especially
we're better than that.
when we like objectify something or someone, and it's like of a different race needs to be said.
Yeah, like if it was called a hot white girl, this like would you be making the same joke?
I'm gonna do the hot white girl.
I guess it didn't have
don't love
girl,
it.
but in the name, but
The
still,
hot
I
white.
just and he said it like 3 times. I'm like, using your jokes multiple times does not
I
make it
hated
funny.
when they were like, "Are we gonna do the hot Asian?" And they're like, "We're gonna do the hot Asian." And I was like,
Oh,
"Ugh." Great. So we have gay pride tomorrow, and Lala's like, I'm gonna wear my pasties, even if it offends all the other girls, except Ariana, who's fucking comfortable with herself. I was like, do you, girl? You hot. And then Sandoval and Ariana invite Lala to her birthday, and we're going to a NASCAR race.
I'm excited to see this.
I'm excited. So Sandoval brings up Sheena, and Jack's talking shit about Lala. And she's like, there's no truth to that. And then we find out Sheena is, well, we knew, but Sheena's claiming that Lala broke up a marriage and is sleeping with married men. And Lala says, she's right. Sheena, tell your dad thanks and your mom I'm sorry. And I was
that that was funny.
Nah, Sheena, you dead. You dead. Just lie down.
Lala ate her up. I mean, too good. Too good.
So Lala won't say the name of her boyfriend yet, but she invites Sandoval and Ariana to Florida for a football game to meet him. And I was like, is he a football player?
That confused me so much. Also, I hated Sandoval's tantrum over not knowing the name. It's clearly she does not want to put it on camera. Like,
she might
I'm
have
sure she'll tell
DNA,
you.
or not a DNA, an NDA.
Yeah. I mean, I'll happily sign one to go on a private jet to Florida.
And date a football player?
Oh, man, we'll meet. Fine. I mean, Sandoval's not going to date.
No, but if Lala's signed the NDA and is dating,
I thought you were saying she's going to give Sandoval an NDA to sign.
I was putting myself in Lala's shoes as to why she might not be saying her boyfriend's name.
Yeah.
Also, maybe he said, please do not say my name.
I really think that they agreed she wasn't going to put this on TV.
Truthfully, I've thought if I dated someone on reality TV, I might also say, don't say my name until I get more comfortable. I would require myself to watch every episode of the TV show before you.
I don't want you talking about me unless I'm going to be a part of the show, and I don't want to be a part of the show yet.
Yeah.
Let's feel out our relationship. I want to be like a year in.
But I hope he's a football player. Hot.
That would be incredible. I mean, and that would also make sense. These like cheating rumors. I feel like athletes are known to kind of like overlap.
Yeah. Yes. My dad always told me do not date a professional athlete because they will cheat on you. And I don't know what my dad thought. Like I had options, but it was like really nice of him to think so. Maybe that's why my standards are just really high.
Oh my God.
So that's a real thing too. So Sandoval brings up the cocktail book and Ariana's like, she's just like, it's not, wait, what does she say? Oh, Ariana doesn't want the cocktail book to be about her personally. She wants it to be about the drinks. And Ariana knows that Sandoval would think differently. And Sandoval's like, yeah, I just want to be involved. And Ariana's like, why do you want to take the attention away from me?
Yeah.
And he rolls his eyes and she goes, don't roll your eyes at me, you little fucking bitch. And I was like, whoa,
the
I loved
drama
it.
this
I
man is
loved.
bringing over a fucking book.
Yeah, and then he rolls his eyes and she goes in on him hard. As she
Good.
should.
He deserves it. I could never be with someone who treated me like this in my career like this.
Who's not happy for me taking a step in towards,
like, such a big win for me.
Yeah.
You have to make it about you. No.
Then he's like, literally, Ariana, everyone came up to me and asked why I wasn't doing it, and
this
you were.
statement. I would have punched him in the face. Everyone came up to me and said how weird it is you're doing it.
I immediately wanted to fight him. Like, this was
I would
awful.
have said what I've said on this podcast. Like, okay, then why didn't they present it to you?
And Ariana's like, hey, you know what? Screw those people, because I've been bartending for 10 years in some of the busiest bars and restaurants.
Yes.
And Sandoval's like, with a reputation of grumpy cat. And I was like, first, hear me out. First, female bartenders are hot. I don't even care what you look like. If you're a female and a bartender, immediately I think you're attractive. Second of all, men love a grumpy, mean woman. Do not at me, okay? Men respond tenfold if I tell them to get the fuck away from
You're
me. They
so
immediately
right.
fall.
The meaner I am, the more they're into me.
Especially white men. White men love to be put down. They love, on dating apps, I will literally just be like, stop fucking messaging me, you're annoying. And they're like, I'm in love with you. When should we go out? But if I was ever like, you're cute, they'd be like, disgusting.
100%. And it just falls into the trope of like, smile more. No.
Yeah. So a grumpy hot woman bartender, immediately the hottest bitch in the room.
But again, it's her partner like saying this stuff about her.
Yes, that's so rude.
This really wouldn't tear me down, like if just somebody said this about me, but if my partner, if my boyfriend did this to me, it would destroy me.
It would make me really sad. And then she calls Sandoval bitter, and Ariana's like, I've tried to have a heart-to-heart with you about this, but you keep getting wound up and emotional, so I can like this.
How horrible. She, like, it sounds like they can't have the conversation at home off camera about it, but like he wants to attack her on camera every time it's brought up. No.
And yeah, Lala's basically like, hey, we're in public, can you guys stop?
When people fight in front of me, I kind of find it the funniest thing ever.
I love to sit there and make eye contact with other people and be like, crazy, right? Like, what a fight is happening. But like, okay, there's nothing else I could say besides fuck Sandoval. Like, truly, honestly, he is the worst partner. Immediately get rid of him. Immediate divorce.
Immediate no, take that book money and run.
I don't care. Immediate divorce, even if you're not married. Divorce him. Okay, 2023 is the year of divorce his ass. Guys. Yeah. Divorce him.
100%.
Okay, so then it's time for Gay Pride. Very somber mood.
Yes.
It's June 12th, 2016. The Orlando shootings happened the morning of this, where someone entered a nightclub it was a gay nightclub and shot the place up. And I think about 50 people died.
Yeah.
It was very sad. I remember reading about it. And now everyone's kind of presented with this, do we abandon the parade or do we move forward with it? I understand both sides. On the one hand,
you're just so fearful.
You're fearful, and like, is it really the right time to celebrate something? But then on the other hand, it's like, if you don't, ultimately the people or the type of people that would shoot up this nightclub, they kind of, in a sense, I don't know how better to put it, but like they win, like they get what they want. So Lisa's giving all her employees the choice. You can either stay, or you can leave if you're scared or uncomfortable.
Yeah, which as like a business owner, that's really hard to give people that option, but I really appreciate her doing that. You can just see how shaken up she is. Like, she takes this so seriously. And this is like so important to her. Also, I don't really think many other shows were showing gay pride at the time. Or like reality TV shows really covering it. And like, this is one of the first of like really showing it, especially every single year. So I really commend Lisa for being like such a figure in this community.
Yeah. I think it was great. And so Katie opts to go home.
Mm-hmm.
Then we cut over
Was she talking about just the parade, by the way, or like work in general?
I don't know. I would assume she also meant work.
Yeah.
My question was, what do you think you would do?
If it, I'm gonna break it into the parade and work. I feel like the parade, I don't know if I would be in the parade. I feel like it would be really hard for me to be the peppy person needed to be in the parade, if that makes sense. Um, but I think the way this and inevitably unfolds is like some people get together and like get to debrief it. If I got to debrief it with some people, I think I'd be able to go to work.
So you would have put like a Sandoval and like
Yes, yeah.
gone to work.
I think it also helps when you have like a partner, like to jump ahead, like Brittany and Jax decide to go to work. Like it's you get to talk it out with someone.
Yeah, I would have been a Brittany or Ariana where I wouldn't need to debrief it with people, but I would go.
I would take a pause. I don't know if I think I would just like want to I don't know. It's so complex, especially because they said that like somebody got then arrested.
Yeah, for guns on Santa Monica.
Yeah, like that would really freak me out more.
Yeah, I'm just it angers me so much. So if I was debriefing, I wouldn't cry. I would
Yeah.
straight up be like, I have to go fight something.
It
So I
is
would
one of
definitely,
my biggest life fears is like being faced with a gun. So like this would really freak me out.
Yeah, as it should be. It's a very real possibility for everyone.
Mhm.
I just think I would have probably been more of like a Brittany where like I said, I can't sit around and talk about it because I'll just get so
Yeah.
mad. But I would be like, I have to go. I have to
Yeah.
go into work. I have to do this because and I would straight up be like, fuck these people that like
Yeah. I
do
think
this
being
kind
at
of stuff.
SIR would be easier for me.
Yeah.
Being at a parade would be, I think, difficult because I feel like very out in the open and like the
Mhm.
target of something
Yeah.
more so, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get that. Okay, so yeah, it's so there's sense of security. No one's really coming to their shift besides Natalie and Peter.
Okay, but nobody also was there. This freak out moment of them, I'm like, nobody's at the restaurant.
Yeah, but they all come after the parade.
Yes, I understand it. I was just like,
yeah. So then we go to Tiffany's apartment, which I think I said last episode we'll never see Tiffany again. I was wrong. We see Tiffany again. Lala's here because she's freaked out and she's not going to go to gay pride. And her pet peeve is saying that we can't let them win. And we have to carry on. And Lala just doesn't feel comfortable pretending that something didn't happen. Which
I get the mentality of what
Yeah.
you're saying. I don't like when it's used against people. And I think that's what Lala's probably saying. Like
Yeah,
somebody
I get
shouldn't
that.
call her up and be like, you can't let them win. You have to come into work.
No, totally get that. I get like not feeling comfortable, but I don't think they're pretending something didn't happen. I think
I
they're
agree.
facing what did happen and they're saying we're not okay with that, so we're gonna
Yep.
defy it. I also don't mind the saying of like we can't let them win.
Yeah.
I obviously don't think there are winners in this situation, but it reminds me of, do you remember when 9/11 happened and it was like we have to fly again, we can't let them win? I didn't like it in that aspect of
Yeah.
like, no, I think we just need to keep living and like gather together and like
Yeah,
fight
you
back
can't
in a sense.
let this like
Yeah.
end us. Like
I think I like the saying we have to carry on better than
like
we
well,
can't
it's
let
like
them win.
we're gonna take back our own strength in our own lives.
Be
and
defiant.
yeah.
So then we go to Tom and Katie's apartment. Um, Katie tells Schwartz about seeing Lisa, then Sandoval's here and he's not gonna go to Pride. And he's distraught. He's like, we're all just people, you know?
Yeah.
And then Stassi gets here. So they're all very afraid and crying and they don't want to be alone. And this is very scary. And they talk about how there are dead bodies that and like people are looking for them.
That like that's that type of stuff. Like when I really put the like humanity into tragedies, it's really I lose it. Like them talking about cell phones ringing, like it's just so sad. I just wish this world was a better place overall.
Same. I know this is gonna make me sound heartless, but I don't let myself
Go
so
there.
obviously, like I know the reality of it, but
Mhm.
I wasn't sad watching this. I just got angry.
Yeah.
Like I don't get sad. It's more of like I just get anxious and like mad,
Yeah. That's
which
kind of
might be me
sometimes bad.
mishandling
No,
my emotions,
no, because
but
sometimes then it's like you probably feel like you have agency then and like can act on things. Like I feel hopeless, like I can't do anything.
yeah, it's more of like it's moments like this. Like I remember the Orlando shooting happening and me immediately being like, how do I donate to charities that like help the LGBTQIA community? And like
Mhm.
where do I go? And like I'm gonna start using my voice. I do not care if it gets me in trouble. And like it's that kind of shit that I'm like
It's good
immediately
trouble.
I
Like
I become I become Lisa where I'm like, I'm gonna defy
yeah.
their asses.
No,
Yeah.
that's not bad. I mean, everybody gets to process it in their own way.
Uh
And I think both ways are
I
helpful.
think it's bad I don't let myself go there. Like I don't
Yeah.
even think about the silence. I like can't. It's so sad. Honestly, the set I immediately go to school shootings though, and that hurts my whole heart.
Yeah.
Ah, God, guns are awful. Anyway, so we go back to Sir. Peter's having some champagne and he's calling everyone to come
That
into
man
this.
drinking champagne behind the bar, I was like, what the fuck are you
It was kind of
doing?
hot. I don't know.
I was like, that's what you reach for?
Don't at me then going from sadness to being like, he's kind of hot.
Oh my god. I literally was like, okay, I would understand if he like ripped back a shot, but a little champagne glass?
I
No.
loved it. I loved it. He's so classy. So
Uh,
then we're at the gay pride parade. Lisa doesn't know what to do, like it's either get on the bus and celebrate or like the
mhm.
parade will be canceled. I don't know if Lisa runs this parade,
The
but
way they high stakes this on Bravo was
Lisa runs
pretty funny.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Lisa doesn't get on the float, gay
This
pride
is
will cease
done.
to exist. But she says, I'm going to get on this bus. She's going to
Yeah.
stand in defiance of what happened because that's what today is about. So pride continues. And there's still a
Which
good amount of people.
I appreciate that attitude, and I mean, even just for the shallowness of this TV show, I'm like, get on the bus,
High
Lisa.
stakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
We go back to Tom and Katie's apartment. They cannot believe Lisa got on the float. And now Schwartz is debating like going. Schwartz is kind of like me, where he's like, I want to go to the celebration.
Yeah.
I would want to go too. He wants to go into the community. Sandoval agrees he's gonna go because Ariana is getting ready and she's gonna go. Katie decides not to. She just has too much anxiety.
Yeah.
So we go to
I think
Sir.
also a thing to think about, like that I thought about is like I am not a part of the community, and so like I never want to be disrespectful. So like I want to proceed how like others would want to proceed,
Yeah.
and so if like let's say the larger LA gay community was like, we're gonna take a beat and mourn. It's like, all right,
Yes,
that's
I would also then mourn.
yeah. Like I appreciate. I feel like the group kind of taking a beat to see like what's going on.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, obviously, a lot of these people have to work, so they eventually go into work. But
Yeah. I agree. I think if LA would like the gay community was like, or the LGBTQIA community was like, hey, we don't want to go forward with it, I would
yeah,
also then be like, out of respect, totally get it. But if they're
yeah,
showing up, I'm showing up.
that's true.
So we
Like
go to
they're putting themselves on the line, like I should too.
mhm. So we go to Sir. Brittany and Jax are here, and Brittany's in the ugliest outfit I have ever
Okay,
seen in the entire
I
world.
realized later I gave her half of a break because everybody else is wearing the top thing, like it's a like a unitard or not unitard, but like a what do you call that?
Suspenders.
Well, hers aren't really suspenders, but like everybody's in an outfit and like most people don't have shorts on. And so I think she put shorts on over it. So she has to be in that piece, but she didn't want to be in a like leotard type
Yeah,
thing.
no, I totally get it. It was just so ugly.
Which part, the top, the bottom, or the combo?
The whole thing
I was
was
like, why
not
didn't she pick
working.
better shorts? She just needed to wear like some black shorts.
The whole thing did not work for me. It looked like she got dressed in the dark by a
I
6-year-old
know. I
who
know.
wanted her to be a clown.
I understand that she had to wear like the top thing technically, but I needed her to go more neutral than on the
Maybe,
bottoms.
maybe, just maybe, even if she had worn the outfit as everyone else wore it, I just don't think Brittany's gonna pull it off. It was so
I
fugly on
agree.
her. It
I
was just bad.
agree.
Not because of the way she looks. I just don't think Brittany's the type of person to like. I can't pull
It's
off
on her
green nail
style.
polish. Yeah, it's not my style. It was just so whatever she did to this outfit.
She needed
Jesus Christ,
like a skirt, you know,
burn it.
like
I don't know what
something
happened.
even either way more colorful
Mhm.
or like truly neutral, like
It was
black
awful.
shorts.
Peter's really happy to see them. Jax wasn't sure if he was gonna go to work today, but Brittany wanted to go because this won't stop them. And Jax thought, my girlfriend's a real badass. I feel like you should know, but okay. So then
The way
Ariana
he's
and
shocked.
who knew this Kentucky bitch? Ariana and Sandoval get to work. The party rages on. Jax is doing shots. We go to the back of Sir where Ariana and Sandoval take a break. Sandoval apologizes for yesterday, and Ariana says she felt like he was just coming at her over this cocktail book.
I don't think he's
But
actually sorry.
they've realized in the wake of everything that happened that it's pretty stupid to argue over a cocktail book.
I sometimes hate that. Like
I do too.
I think you should be
thank
apologetic
you.
on your own, not just because some tragedy happened.
50 people lost their lives. So like screw the cocktail book argument.
Like, but it feels more like, oh, 50 people lost their lives. So like, I guess I'll just get over this.
Yeah.
Like
Things could be worse.
I
We could lose our lives.
I want you to actually not do that to me.
Yeah.
Like not just because somebody else lost their life. I want you to just treat me right on my own.
And Sandoval admits to being jealous, which none of us are surprised about. Then back in Sir, Schwartz is here because he wants to be a part of the community.
And get free drinks.
And gets free drinks, and Ariana rubs a lemon on her ass and puts it into his beer, which honestly I think he would like. I don't think he
also
was
like so deserved after
I loved. Okay, then we go to James's apartment. James is playing a really mini keyboard when Lala shows up. So they sit down and Lala immediately brings up Ariana's birthday, which James was not invited to, but they think it's because Jax and Brittany are going and like James and Jax wouldn't get along.
That makes me sad because it's Ariana's birthday, and so she should get to invite whoever she wants.
Well,
if it was Sandoval's birthday,
there.
Yeah, but like, get along for Ariana.
Please, Jax and James are not good. Neither one of them. Yeah, it makes me sad, but I think Ariana, she doesn't seem like the type to act rationally or irrationally about this stuff. So I have a feeling she thought like I'd rather have Brittany than James.
I get that. I wish she would have had a conversation with James because I like hold Ariana to a higher standard.
I don't because she's perfect.
Well, like she just usually would do something like that.
I think it's fine. I love her so much. But James is very upset because he hangs out with Ariana way more than Jax. And then he blames Lala for changing the mood. Why do you always do this? You just
oh my God. Because she's like, I'm sad. I am single now. And he's like, God, why do you have to like just make this about you and all sad? Oh, am I not allowed to share what's going on in my life?
So James starts going off on Lala and she's like, can you stop? I just had a breakup and I'm very sensitive. And he tells her to get over herself. Ugh. And Lala's super upset now. And James doesn't even know technically who this guy is. And then they decide they're just going to make music.
The way he gets, like he lists off, like, I've heard so many different things about Lala and this boyfriend and no. It kind of screams slightly jealous to me.
It screamed Sheena. Like it's just a different kind of Sheena.
Oh my God. Like she doesn't owe you everything just because you're friends. So
back at Gay Pride, Lisa gets off at Pump. Everyone's very happy to see Lisa at Pump. She gives a speech that's basically like, thanks for coming. This is super emotional, but this is what we do. We stand strong and stand against this horrible act. And then she's let's fucking party. So they do. And then she goes to Sir, where Pride rages on, and Sandoval's at the bar handing out liquor straight from the bottle, not COVID safe. And he takes off his shirt and he's like, I never do this.
Oh, okay. I never try to be the center of attention.
Never. And then Ken and Lisa get here and Peter's still pretty stressed. Like sex. My mind's in the gutter.
He's both to Alicia. Sexy and stressed. He's sexed.
He's very stressed. He should really take his Xanax. Just calm down.
I wonder how many people didn't show up to work today.
Well, Lala.
I kind of wanted like a counter.
Katie.
Yeah, but like, did
Sheena.
non-people filming like not show up?
Tiffany didn't because she was with Lala.
Who knows if she was on the schedule?
Main character Tiffany's always on the schedule. So, yeah, Lisa's very proud of the community coming out to celebrate. Sandoval and Jax tell Lisa how badass she is and amazing, and Sandoval starts to cry. And I would just like to say I would never be sexually attracted to Sandoval in this moment. This is when I decided I am not sexually attracted to
A
him.
while, like early seasons, like physically, I could have got like
You
could have been
past it.
interested, but it's his personality, and to me, personality is a huge thing. Like,
I don't mind an emotional man as long as
No.
he can handle his emotions in like a way.
well, like
And
you can
listen,
have some meltdowns like about your life, but like
yes, but any man
don't take it out on me.
an ick is if you punch a wall. Immediate ick for a man for me. So handle your emotions in a healthy way. Like if you're angry, go for a walk or
Yeah.
like yell. Don't cause physical damage to anything.
I just
That
don't
be-
need me to
that
be
being
collateral
said,
damage of your
me being
emotions.
just a high maintenance woman who loves to pick on men, if he's sitting at this bar crying and I'm Ariana and I see this, I immediately just go, ugh.
I
don't know why it gave me such an ick.
I would lay into him even more. Like I would want him to feel horrible about himself. It would bring me joy.
I would just be like, why the fuck are you crying? Because I love Jackson. He's like, you're a badass. And Sandoval's like, I'm obsessed with you. And Jackson's like, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it. You did it, not me. I was like, somehow Jax is more attractive to me in this moment.
100%.
But Lisa shakes hands with everyone and she's here to celebrate with them. Yay. Okay.
Woohoo! Pride wins in the end.
Did you ever see White Lotus?
Yeah.
These gays
are trying to kill me.
These gays. My God, Pride is wild. These gays do try to kill me.
I don't think I would survive actually being there in person.
I have a friend who it just always goes out. He's gay. He's always out until like 5 a.m. 5 times a week. Like this man's insane.
The
and
energy.
Every time he invites me out, I just go, the gays are trying to kill me. And he's always
I love it.
You don't have to come. And I'm like,
that's why I just don't understand how people hate gay people, because I'm like, they're so fun, lovable. Like,
you probably
obviously that's a
generalization.
Like, I'm sure there's some terrible ones out there because there's just terrible people in general, but like overall 10 out of 10 experience. Never had a bad time. I have fun
with the gays.
Yeah.
These gays though are trying to kill me. Anyway, it's time for accepted and blocked. I have my blocked and honestly my accepted.
All right, let's do it.
I'm blocking Sandoval. This may give me the ick beyond fucking belief. Do you agree?
Mine same. I can't. It's when it becomes painful to watch the screen in general, that's where it really sends me over the edge.
He's so rude to his own partner. He gave me the ick multiple times. He threatened to sexually harass a woman.
All of it. All of the
My God.
And to be honest, the hair still gets me.
The hair is still white a little bit.
Yeah, it's so weird. I don't like the cut. I don't like anything about that man. There's nothing that was positive except for the fact that he showed up to work. So
for accepted, I put Ariana.
Yes, I love that one.
I am proud of her doing the cocktail book. I'm proud of her for standing up to Sandoval and being like, you little fucking bitch. I love that.
Yeah.
That was the way she said it too was like kind of monotone, but like hot, but like angry. And I love every second of it.
That lives rent free in my brain, that scene.
Really? I didn't remember that scene.
Oh yeah. Especially the eye roll whenever he eye rolls her at that lunch.
That was it. Don't you roll your eyes, you little fucking bitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I liked that. I liked that she's gonna have her birthday party. I liked her. She looked hot in that leotard. She did the photo shoot. She's doing the cocktail book. Yeah,
I'm excited about that cocktail book.
She got an apology, even if I don't think it was real. And she said, I'm showing up to work.
Hell yeah. I'm going with a different strong female. I'm going with Lisa. I think just the gay pride event in general, or the, pride event. She getting on that bus, whether the parade was going to go on without her or not. I just think it's this episode's like a time capsule, kind of like, for what was going on at the time, which I found really interesting to watch. And I just really appreciate her shedding light on it, first off.
Yeah.
And then, having this, like, we're not going to let them get us down mentality. So between that and then that speech back at Pump, I just really appreciate her.
We stand in defiance.
Hell yeah.
Okay, good episode. Oh, I did next time. Great.
Yeah.
So, we will see you next time. This has been so much fun. We're gonna do the after show to talk about Bravo News.
Come join us over on the Patreon.
Freaking do that.
Yeah. Thanks for joining.
Bye.
Bye.